7月5日、日本時間4日、米国時間に行われたドジャース戦で、山本由伸が圧巻の投球を見せた。山本は7回を投げて無失点、被安打3、10奪三振を記録。メジャー自己最多に並ぶ奪三振数で、相手打線を完全に封じ込めた。初回には1、3塁のピンチを背負ったが、157.1 キロの直球で三振を奪い、冷静に危機を脱出。その後は2回途中から相手に安打を許さず、試合の主導権を握り続けた。特に注目を集めたのは、落差 144.7 センチを記録したカーブ。強打者ザンダー・ボガーツを膝から崩れ落ちるような形で三振に仕留め、球場を沸かせた。この快投で山本は今季13度目のクオリティスタートを達成し、防御率は 2.49 に低下。今季100投球回にも到達した。2年連続のオールスター選出にふさわしい内容で、ドジャースの先発陣を支える存在感を改めて示した。続きはぜひ動画でご覧ください。
Yoshinobu Yamamoto gets the start tonight, his first in July after having a great month of June. Yoshi went 3-1 last month, a 2.22 ERA. The whip was ridiculous, 0.64. 21 strikeouts, only 4 walks. And of course, he took a perfect game into the 8th inning against the White Sox, eventually lost his no-hitter in the 9th inning. This will be the 3rd time Yamamoto has faced the Padres this season, had a tough luck loss or a 1-0 in San Diego. May. Then he beat the Padres last weekend at Petco Park. So what will you be looking for against the Padres in this 3rd start from Yamamoto?
You hope he has his fastball location. You hope he gets into good pitchers counts. But what I really think you're going to see with him tonight is he is going to lean on the split finger. The Padres do not hit that pitch very well, and his is one of the best in baseball. He can go at you with the curveball. He can come at you with his cutter or his slider. But the foundation of his arsenal is his fastball location, down and up when he climbs the ladder, and then coming out of the low fastball window, that split finger. And I think these Padres are going to have a lot of frustration tonight losing those 2 come from behind games. And I think that, you know what, they're going to be hacking. And if he makes it look like a strike, end up a ball, he's going to do pretty well.
Absolutely. Obviously, when Yoshi has that fastball command, especially down in the zone on both sides, in and out, that really makes that split finger devastating because to the hitter, it looks just like a fastball at the knees and darts out of the zone. He'll mix in that breaking ball as well, and he's had success. You got to remember, though, the Padres have seen him an awful lot the last several years. You got to make sure to mix and match. I will say this. Sheets last time was on him. You know, Sheets took some really good swings, so I would take that in this start. If I'm not rushing the catcher, understand that Sheets I'll be pitching him a little bit more carefully this start.
And the 1 run over 7 innings he gave up in San Diego in his first start was a home run by Miguel Andujar's. Also had some good swings against Yoshinobu. So the Dodgers recently got Tommy Edman and Teoscar Hernandez back from the injured list. And now some more reinforcements are soon on their way back. Let's head inside the stadium once again. Kirsten joins us live with the latest injury news here at the Ravine. Hi there, Kirsten.
Hi, John. Yeah, the guys that are on the IL are progressing very well right now, whether it's Edwin Diaz, Blake Snell, who are, of course, now throwing bullpens and just continuing with their progression. Edwin Diaz is scheduled actually to face live hitters tomorrow on Sunday. But Dave Roberts said he gave an update on Kike Hernandez, who, of course, is on that IL with no bleak strain. Yesterday, he was in the cage during batting practice for the first time since going on the IL. Dave Roberts gave an update on him, as well as Evan Phillips, who will be returning very soon.
I don't know. I think that he's moving along well, hitting, taking grounders, throwing. I think he still has 30 days till he's back eligible. So I think there's a kind of a line of when you start it to kind of finish it, yeah.
Is this going faster than you expected?
Much faster, which is a credit to Kike.
How's he come out of swinging the bat?
Honestly, there's just, he looks normal. It's really, it's I'm not saying miraculous, but it's really, I'm really in disbelief how well he's responded, yeah, given the injury.
Yeah, with the oblique, was that kind of one of the bigger tests to get him back to swing?
Swinging, throwing, and everything, there's no compensation, no kind of feeling it. Certainly a quick healer, and he's worked hard to get back.
So Phillips, there's the plan to activate him tomorrow?
The plan is to activate.
The only one to else to note is that Eliezer Alfonso Jr. has been activated. He will be making his Major League debut when he's behind the plate tomorrow, guys.
All right, and he will be joining us coming up at the bottom of the hour as well. Kirsten, thank you very much. Still more to come here from Uniqlo Field at Dodgers Stadium. Old friend alert, Walker Buehler will not be on the mound in this 4-game series for the Padres, but he was the winning pitcher June 26th, the one win the Padres have in the last 5 games of this series.
Happy Friday, everybody. This 4th of July is brought to you by USAA. Wherever you may be and however you may be joining us, it's our honor and privilege to be with you from red, white, and blue heaven on earth, Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium. Inside the broadcast booth, Jessica Mendoza and Stephen Nelson up here. Kirsten Watson down by the dugout, but just the Dodgers stay rolling last night. They've opened up a 14-game lead in the National League West.
Oh, yeah, it's been fun heading into this 4th of July. By the way, happy birthday, America, 250. And you think about how the Dodgers have been rolling, especially against the Padres. Overall, 6-2, and it's been even better, especially these last 2 wins.
These comebacks keep on coming for the Dodgers this year, and these last 2 just 3+ run comeback victories.
I mean, it is heartbreak, dagger to the heart of the Padres, too, when you think about how they've done it. I mean, first of all, 6 runs from the Padres in those first 2 innings, game run, to come back and score 12. And then last night, the swing from Teoscar Hernandez, the grand slam, 1 swing making the difference. And this has been the Dodger team, those 27 comebacks, tied for the most in MLB. In the last 3, it's been 20 years since they've done that, 3+ runs or more.
They're going to try and keep it rolling tonight. Shohei Ohtani started last night's game, but he did not finish it. Let's check in with Kirsten, who has an update.
Yeah, Steven. So last night he got through with 6 innings of work, and then he actually was pinch hit 4 in the 7th by Miguel Rojas. And afterwards, he shared with the media that he felt in his second to last at bat last night, he just felt his right bicep tighten up a little bit. It's something that he has experienced in the past. So he's not in the lineup this evening. Dave Roberts wanted to give him a day off, but he is likely available off the bench late and should be back out there tomorrow. The good news with this is that it should not have on any impact when it comes to the All-Star game, which is now around the corner. We know that he had the highest number of votes for the National League. And we now know that he's going to be joined by 4 additional teammates from the Dodgers. That's Andy Pages, Max Muncy, as well as Freddie Freeman. They have all been named starters in the National League for the All-Star game. And then there's Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He has also been named an All-Star for this year, guys.
5 All-Stars tied for the Major League lead along with Atlanta and Philadelphia. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto happens to be starting tonight, the same day he finds out he's an All-Star for the 2nd time.
It's going to be a good night, Steven, and especially because he's playing against this Padres team that he's had good success again, hoping to replicate what he did in his first 2 appearances this year against the Padres. The first one, he actually got a loss because he didn't get a ton of run support, and those 2 runs in 6 innings pitched. Yoshi doing exactly what he does, giving this team length and providing a whole lot of great stuff.
One of a handful of stars on display for the Dodgers tonight on this 4th of July. They hope to celebrate it with a victory against the rival Padres. The first pitch is coming up next on Sportsnet LA. Got him.
Splitter is so good. And you just look at the depth of this pitch, how it seems like it's going to be bottom of the zone, and then it hops off the plate. That's how far out of the zone. The big chase for Manny Machado.
And he's got it. Pumps it by him at 98. They'll try another 3-2. Bogarts running. Line to Freddie Freeman. Bogarts can do nothing about that. 2 outs and the base is now empty.
Thank you. Line drive shot right to Freddie.
And Mookie might have told him that's what you get for taking a ribby away from me.
Merrill went down to get that splitter. Yeah. Old teammates, old friends.
Strike 3. And 2 scoreless to start for Yamamoto. Yamamoto sits him down with some high heat.
It's how he sets up the fastball that's elevated, though, because you see 2 pitches down that are off speed, the slider and the splitter, and then he just raises it up. So not just 97 at your eyeballs, but changing those eye levels in a beautiful way to set up that strikeout.
On a 1-2, Cronenworth swings and misses. Strike 3, fastball at 98. Bookending K's in a 1-2-3 third for Yamamoto. Buckles the knees with a curve, strike 3. 70th pitch of the night from Yamamoto. A cutter on the corner to freeze Campusano. 7 Ks in 5 scoreless. On 3-2. He freezes him with a fastball, a cutter on the outside corner.
Let's go. I mean, the fact that you think, okay, 3-0, he's going to have to just work to get back into this count. And Cronenworth only saw that first pitch was a hittable pitch. And a fastball that rises out of the zone, a cutter that backdoors him, sits him back to the dugout.
Struck him out. Back-to-back Ks. 9 for Yamamoto.
Beautiful job after coming in on the hands. How about the breaking ball? Uncle Charlie. 8 strikeouts.
Pitch 100 from Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Gets strikeout 100 on the season. He matches his career high with 10 Ks tonight. 7 scoreless in the book.
Finish off this 7th inning too. That beautiful splitter to get him to 100 Ks. 10 on the night. Yamamoto.
Yoshi, you've been named to your second All-Star game. Just first, congratulations. What does that just mean to you personally?
まずオールスター選出今年も、おめでとうございます。山本さんにとってオールスターに選出されるというのはどういう意味を持ちますか？
本当に心からすごく光栄に思いますし、去年参加させていただいて、ますますその喜びというか、そこにいられる嬉しさを感じたので、今年も、選んでいただいてすごく嬉しく思います。
It's been such an honor to be selected on that All-Star team, and I was there last year, and then this year I feel like more like a meaningful and a happiness this year.
With your outing today, the 7 innings, 10 strikeouts, just what do you think led to the success you had on the mound and navigating through their lineup?
今日、7回シャットアウトの10奪三振、そこ良くなった要因というのはどこにあると思いますか？
ストレートも、変化球もすごく強いボールが投げれてたと思いますし、しっかり納得いくフォームで、力を込めて投げれたと思います。
All my stuff was good, fastball, all speed, everything was working out well, pretty well. And then also my mechanics, I was pretty much satisfied.
What makes this All-Star selection so meaningful?
このオールスターに選ばれたっていうことが、山本さんにとって今おっしゃったようなそういう光栄な意味とか、そういう意味があるっていうのはなぜですか？オールスターに選ばれて。
さっき言ったように去年も参加してその特別さも嬉しさも、味わいましたし、また今年もそこにいられることを嬉しく思います。
Like I said, I was there, and then I felt meaningful time, and then happiness, and then honor last year. So I tasted it last year, and then going back there, that's why it's amazing.
Freeman hitting .293 with 14 home runs, 47 RBIs. That was before tonight's game, by the way. Max Muncy currently a career best .268, 17 bombs, 39 ribeyes. 4-time MVP Shohei Ohtani, 18 home runs, 50 runs batted in to go along with his 8 wins and a 1.79 ERA. Andy Pages at .269, 16 homers, 62 RBIs. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, tonight's starting pitcher, now has 9 wins and has an ERA of 2.49 as we can update that to go along with 100 strikeouts. Let's hear more from Freddie Freeman right now with the media.
10th All-Star selection, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, every All-Star game is special. So I just want to say, like I said to Kirsten on the field, thank you to the fans for voting. Everyone is special, so looking forward to next week.
When you look at just kind of like the ups and downs at the start of the season to kind of have the consistent success over the last couple months now, like what's gone into that and what has it just kind of been like kind of riding this wave here?
Yeah, I wish I could give you I've been doing the same thing all season. Just right now it's been going well. There was no magical switch that I flipped, and just things started to go north in all the categories. So keep it going. I feel good. So maybe that's just a key factor of maybe I'm just healthy.
The home run was a big one. It gave you that extra run cushion there. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I just got a 2-0 sweeper in the heart of the plate and able to put a good swing on it. I failed in my previous at-bat, so I wanted to make up for it.
Yamamoto's been great all season long, but what was it like watching him out there today?
He's been great his whole Dodger career, his whole Japanese career. He's just a great pitcher. He really is. He's special. When you have that kind of velocity on your heater, splitters at 93, 94, and you can put the ball wherever you want in a strike zone. It doesn't matter how hard you throw. If you hit spots, hitters can't hit it. He's a special pitcher and glad he's on our side.
Barely halfway past, just past the halfway mark, and you have a 15-game lead. I mean, that sounds absurd. What's it feel like?
We got a good team and we're playing really good baseball. That's what happens.
For Andy to get his first All-Star nod, how special is that?
Yeah, well, it should be his second. I think he should have had it last year. Andy's been great for a couple of years now, so I'm glad he's getting the recognition. So I'm glad the fans are going to get to see him in Philadelphia.
Night, obviously they opened and then they had a bullpen day essentially, but for us to scratch 3 across and even get that last one from Freddie off Mason Miller was big.
Obviously, it's a small sample, but you guys have had good innings against Mason Miller 3 times now. Is that pretty telling, not just against him, but against the premium arms we'll face later on in the season with this offense?
I think so. I mean, there's not many better than Mason Miller. Obviously, he hasn't pitched a lot in the last 10 days, so sort of rusty. Hits Tommy and gets behind 3-0 to Andy. Gets a guy to second base, and Freddie, leans on a fastball. So yeah, what I think for us is he hasn't been as sharp against us, allowing some free pass and things like that. So we've been able to stress him a little bit.
Freddie's been so consistent for so much of the year. Just what stands out from this run that he's on here?
I think he's just healthy. I really do. I think that right ankle. Just kind of hitting off that front side. He's just got a good base right now, and this is as healthy as he's been in a long time.
Would Shohei have been available had there been a spot where...
No, we were going to have him down tonight, regardless. But I do expect him in the lineup tomorrow.
Is he doing anything baseball-wise?
No, nothing baseball-related tonight.
You kind of danced around the All-Star stuff, but what is it like to have so much of your team represented?
Yeah, I mean, it's the first time in a long time we've had 4 starters as far as position players start the All-Star game, so that was great. We got Yamamoto in there as a pitcher, and hopefully, I think that Robo's had a All-Star worthy half. I think Tanner Scott's had an All-Star worthy half, and and you look at what Mookie's done as far as playing the position of shortstop. He's had a great half as well.
It seemed pretty clear for the rest of us that Andy was going to get in, but he was kind of holding his breath. What was it like to see him get that?
It was as emotional as Andy's going to be. Last year I thought he was really close and then kind of tailed off right before the first half. But this year he kind of stayed afloat and earned that his first All-Star start.
How much motivation do you think it was for him to miss out on last year?
Really a lot of motivation. I think that, you look back at last year when he didn't get to start Game 6 and the way he finished last year, didn't make the All-Star team last year. So there was a lot of motivation coming into the season for him.
今回も最後までご視聴いただき本当にありがとうございました。動画の内容を楽しんでいただけたでしょうか。もしよろしければチャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。皆さんの応援が今後の動画制作の大きな励みになります。それではまた次回の動画でお会いしましょう。